conservationist who works in the Diocese of Bangalore. Father Radpa has been a Catholic priest for 40 years, serving the poor of southern India for most of that time. He has authored 15 books. Father Radpa's understanding of our duty to protect the environment draws on insights that he finds in Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam. We would be absolutely delighted to have you here, Father, and to speak a few words to the gathering today.
Good afternoon. Dear brothers, staff, and students, I'm very happy to be with you. I think you want to go home, I know that. Yeah, no, it's all not bad. I'm really happy about it. Anyway, today, as we gather here, we are going to find two things very obvious. One is humans, that is human species, Homo sapiens. And another one is creation, nature. There are plants, there are also stones, known as the non-living and the living, isn't it? The nature is made up of only two factors. There is nothing else. Only two. One is non-living, another one is living. That's it. Nothing else. But there is one mysterious thing is present here. I want you to identify that. One mysterious. Here is creation. Here is humans. One more thing. What is it? Huh? Humans. Right. Yay, that's true. Actually, God. That is the best word. Alright. You see, Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, it is not a fragmented reality. It is not Brahma creates, Vishnu preserves, and Spirit recreates, destroys, and Shiva God. He destroys and creates. He is the God of creation. So these three gods are not fragmented. They are together all the time. All the time. You know what? Our body has to sit here. Your cells are making copies of their own. Okay, they are copying. The death and the resurrection, it happens. That the act of destruction, the act of creation. It's happening all the time. That means these three fragmented, the Maya, we imagine they are fragmented. But any fragmentation is an illusion. You must know that. Because they are all the time together. Now, we celebrate Christmas. All of you know, my friend just now told, is Jesus Christ. That word everybody knows. But there is another name for Jesus Christ. Can any one of you can identify that? There are two names for him. One is Jesus Christ, another one? What is it? You must stop. You see, Jesus Christ refers the God of transcendence. What is in heaven? He is somewhere. Jesus Christ means he is in heaven, somewhere. That is how our mind tricks us, but he is with us. There are two aspects of God you should know. One aspect is God of transcendence. One who lives in Kailash, one who lives in Rome, one who lives in Mecca and Medina. That is transcendental aspect God. There is one more God you have forgotten. The God of immanence. The aspect of the immanent God. I think only 50% we know about God. The other 50%. We never even realize. That is the God what I have interested to tell you today. That is my Christmas message. So Jesus Christ's other name is Immanuel. You must have heard that, didn't you? Didn't you? How many of you knew that word Immanuel before? See? That is the another word for Jesus Christ. That is the word what we celebrate today. God becoming one with us. Immanuel means God is with us. My dear children, just imagine these days during the pandemic. How much fear, how much despair, how much death we experienced, how much destruction. You know what? In Glasgow, in Scotland, in the first week of December, you know what happened? Anybody know? The United Nations Convention on Climate Change. You know Greta Thunberg, that little creature from Sweden, no? Blah, 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 blah. I mean, she was telling these meetings, all the meetings about only blah, blah, blah. No action at all. You know what? 2030. Don't think it is in the next century. In another 8 years. 2030. There will be 1.5 degree Celsius increase. Heat. You know the rain bombs just now, we got out of it. The frequent bouts of rain, it happened for the past 1 or 2 months in Tamil Nadu, still happening. You know that? It is known as the bouts of rain. That is the outcome of climate change. So it's going, you're going to face a brunt of it. India is going to face a brunt of it. So already there is Armageddon, the end of the world scenarios in the report given by the United Nations Climate Change Convention known as the IPCC. Very dangerous. So I think this is the time you think somebody will come and save us. Every all of us. You know that Bhagavad Gita, no? Paripranaya, Vinasaya sa Bhukshudam. Samskar Paramataya Sampavam Yuge Yuge. When adharma prevails, God takes the avatar and He comes and saves the dharma, the righteousness. That is the translation of Bhagavad Gita chapter 4. Alright? So now the same thing can be said. The birth of Jesus Christ, He is coming and saving dharma. You know, the best message of Christmas can be peace. That's it. That's it. Pope Benedict, the previous Pope, wrote, it is a bumper sticker you can memorize right away, right now. If you want to cultivate peace, protect creation. Listen to me carefully. If you want to cultivate peace, protect creation. In other words, you can use any word in the middle. If you want to cultivate future, protect creation. If you want to cultivate joy, protect creation. Anybody else can put right away some sentences? I want to see some Shakespeare. Come on. If you want to cultivate love, protect creation. Anything else? Anybody? If you want to cultivate fraternity, protect creation. Anything else? Very smart. I mean, Indians are smart, you know, you look very smart. You can come up with beautiful bumper stickers. But you got the point, I hope. Alright? Anyway, today God is with us to teach us Mahatma Gandhi concept for us. That means self-rule. How do you rule yourself? That's going to be India in 10 years' time. You know? In 10 years' time, how do you rule yourself inside? If you are generous, if you are compassionate, if you are full of love and peace, India will be reflecting the same, a country of peace and love. But on the other hand, inside of you, a lot of anger, violence, selfishness, greed. India is going to reflect violent India, selfish India. That is what we are going to create. So Jesus is simply telling, cultivate peace, cultivate happiness. That is good for you. I am Immanuel, I will teach you humility and empathy. Empathy and humility, highest ranking virtues for humanity. Those two virtues, good for us, only God can teach. That's why He came. God with us. The last one is, He is saving not only humans. All the time we are being taught that God comes to save 8 billion humans here. We are 8 billion of us. We all the time talk about only human future, human development, human progress, and human future. Nothing else. But you know what? Human future is connected with the soil, with the water, with the air. If you destroy soil, as Delano Roosevelt puts it, a nation that destroys soil destroys itself. So if you destroy soil, you pollute water, you pollute air, you poison everything, where is the future for humanity? That is what I am asking. We are connected to the abiotic world. We are biotic, the living factors, that is abiotic. Today we need to protect this. Look at here. 4.5 billion years ago. You know what? In Lal Bagh garden, you go there, there's a big rock there. You read what it is written about that rock. One of the relic of India. It is 4.5 billion years old rock. It is continental peninsular schist. That is the name of the rock. Belonging to the metamorphic rock and classification. One of the best relic of India is in Lal Bagh garden. You just go there and read that right up. Unbelievable. You know what? Our freedom of India, our constitution is also not that great when you compare, because this is a foundation of everything. Rock. India has it all. Sare jaga se acha. Because of that rock. It's not because of tiger. It's not because of Himalayas. It's not because of peacock and king cobra. It is because of the peninsular schist of Bangalore. That is what makes India Sare Jaga Se Acha. Today 500 sanctuaries, 125 national parks. India is the role model to the whole world. How to take care of the non-living and the living. So we are the leaders. We are taught to the whole world through the book called Arthasastra. Kaudilya, Chanakya, you know it. Chapter 7 is full of about how to save elephants, how to conserve tigers, how to feed cobras. This is how that book is written. So India has paved the way in the field of conservation, taking care of nature. That's why Jesus came. You know the crib? You know the crib there? Look at that. Baby Jesus is there. And then father, mother, and humans. You see there? The shepherds and also the rich people. You know what? First only poor people come to see Jesus. Then only rich people come. Rich people came last. Only the poor first God invites them. And then you see donkey, you see sheep, you see stars, the abiotic things, the non-living, darkness, caves, stones. See, the abiotic world is also there, and the biotic world is also present there. Mahatma Gandhi comes by a name called Sarvodaya, which means upliftment of all, welfare of all. If health of this non-living is good, the health of ultimately humans will be fantastic and we will be flourishing. So we are going to create a good future for all of us. But one thing, put God among us. You know, Mozart,
the famous intelligence agency of Israel, #1 in the world. Mossad never had any failure operations in the world. Indian FBI, America, FBI, India, what is intelligence agency of India? FBI, no? CID, something, yeah. And what is that? Russian KGB. All the people, they send their students to Mossad to learn about the security processes, Today, many youngsters want to go there to Israel to learn the latest techniques on security issue. So I think I want to see some of the Mossad agents among you. You can go and learn. You know why Mossad stands first in the world? They are the excellent intelligence agency in the world. You know why? Because they give God's presence, God with us. Only one agency keeps God in their security operations. So they excel in everything. So if you want to excel in everything in future, you, your family, our nation, and the world, and the abiotic things, it is possible only with Immanuel. That is God with us. This God has come to live with us. Let us find that God. Until we find the presence of this God, it's all like finding God in a temple, in church, in mosque. That is another story. But finding God with the soil, water, air, finding God in your neighbor, in another poor man's face, and a dog, and a cat, and a mosquito. Even in coronavirus, when you find that God among other living things, that is the day you are worthy to celebrate Christmas. If you can't find that immanent God, always with us, Immanuel, we can't celebrate Christmas. I hope you will find that Immanuel in you, in your family, and in your environment. May God bless you. May God bless India.